Hello, welcome to another day on the Discovery TD5. As you've seen, the underneath needs some welding doing, so that's what is being done today. I've started grinding the stuff down. I'm busy building a wheel for an electric bike, so there's not going to be too much of it actually being done like I promised you, but that's the way it is. So let me turn the camera around. Here is the hole, as you can see. Just checking what's solid, and it's solid to about this area, so we'll cut that area out there, spray some rust converter and some crap inside there just to make sure that it's going to be okay on the inside. But all this is solid, all this is solid all round here, so just that piece needs cutting out. And then we've done some CAD, cardboard aided design template, and that will go on there like that, so it'll make it look nice and tidy instead of just welding a little patch over there. Weld it along that edge and up and around the top, and it'll be nice and it'll fit nice and look good. And then we'll tidy up their welds that have been done down here, because this is still quite strong steel, two pieces of strong plate here, so they just need welding together properly instead of having all holes in it. So we'll do that, tidy up round there, and then that will sort that section out and that'll look good. What are you going to do it in 3mm plate?
Yeah, I've got some 3mm plate ready. I'm just going to mark a template on it.
Yeah, we're going to grinder. Bought this from Cash Shop Bilston. Not a sponsor, but it should be for the amount of money we're spending there. 100 quid with battery.
Really good, that was really powerful.
Well, we had that Parkside one, we bought that from, I paid about 50 quid for that one. And that lasted about, I don't know, 6 months before it had it. Yeah. And something gone wrong on the inside. Right, the plate has been cut. There it is. Move that way, Daddy, Minda. That's it. There it is. So that'll be welded on, and that'll look much neater than just sticking a plate over a hole. So welded all the way around, seam welded, and then painted, and then tidy this bit up. And that is the only bit on the chassis that needs doing, and then there's the two bits on the sills that need doing. And that was it, Uri. Chassis and sills.
Yeah, the sills, that's it.
So we'll get that done. So Father Dearest has completed the welding. Sorry, I got a lot on my head, but it's all been welded along there around. Let me grab a light. So the plate is in, welded, and you can see a plate like that. It's going to look better than a small plate put in there. We're just going to paint that up and call this bit done. Did find another bit here, there. So a plate's been welded along that entire thing, and the seam back down there. And when that's painted, that'll look good as well. So that's that bit done. Next bit of welding is on the sills, which we showed you in the last video. There, on that side, and the same on the other side, and the rest of the sill is perfect, and it's perfect on the ends. So we get that bit done, and then pretty much underside of the car's done, ain't Dad? For a change?
Yeah.
Normally it's 5 weeks of welding and completely rebuilding, but it looks like we might be good on this one. So it'll be down and it'll be cosmetics and things like that. The roof liner, like I did say, we're going to have a look at maybe doing the roof liner in 4-way stretch material. The other thing that you might want to watch is I'm considering doing the windscreen ourselves, so we'll see about that as well, because I think a windscreen is like 250 quid these days, maybe knocking on 300 on one of these, whereas we can buy one for 75 quid. You can buy the right stuff to put it in for 20 quid, so we can do the entire windscreen for a lot less. So we'll see if we can do that as well. But yeah, we'll just paint this bit up, and then this rear quarter is finished and will be strong for many years to come. So a few coats of that, go on nice and get it on nice and thick. This stuff, it's under seal, proper body under seal, and it will make a big difference to the look of the underside of the car and protecting it as well. So, get that on. There we go. We'll come back and do a bit more of this when we do the sills. I don't want these videos to be too short or too long, but with a bit of luck, we might actually get some video of actually welding something. But the more interesting stuff will come later when we do hopefully the headline, the windscreen, and it's also got the 3 amigos on, so it's always nice to find out what the problem with the 3 amigos is, and maybe it's going to need a sensor for the airbag, which is there, because we don't think it's got a leak. We think it's a sensor issue, so we probably need one of them as well. But we'll put the Hawk on it as well, so read some codes. Okay. Right, we're going to start doing this side now. So all along here, this plastic thing's going to come off, so we can get to the sill that needs repairing, which is just under this section here. So Dad's going to show you how to take it off, and then we'll lift the car up and show you what's going on underneath.
Yeah, using this tool. It's a brilliant tool for doing this job. All these buttons here, you have to get the first section of the button out, which is in the centre, by pushing this in and then just prising the button out like so. And then the next part is this, and you have to get exactly the same. That one comes out. You're going to go all the way along here, ticking out these little buttons, and this is what holds this sill cover on. I have actually, there is 3 behind this door. Not sure if you can see there. Oh, gone off, Chris.
Granddad,
yeah?
It just turns off to save the battery.
Oh, okay. There's 3 in there. This one on this end, the final one, is a screw-on one. So be aware of that. Don't try to prise that one off. Get that one off with the screwdriver. The other 3 come off exactly the same.
Yeah, it's still filming.
I don't know.
Is there a red light flashing?
Yeah.
If the red light's on.
Okay. So, sorry about that hiccup. It's much easier if you've got a problem with the sill under there being a bit rotten. If you get this off, it's easy to get at, and you ain't got to lift the car up in the air and try and screw your neck backwards to get underneath there. And these will be off in a second or two. 2 to go. They come out quite easy with this tool. I think this was in a kit from Lidl. But quite a few different ones to do different jobs. Last one. Okay, they're all off now. At the front, I'll just tell you this, right at the front here, I don't know if you can see that from here, underneath here, at this point here, there's a bolt. That bolt is 9 times out of 10 is so rotten you can't get it off. But once you get to this point, you can just clip it off, swing it down. When look at us, that lift underneath there, we can just push that underneath there, and then the hole is under there, which we're going to repair. So I'm just going to lift the car up higher so that I can get at it. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, that's a bit better height to work from. I'll just show you, I think you can see underneath there is the hole that we're working on. Under there, we're going to plate that, and we are going to be using, let me put the camera back down, 3mm plate, which I've cut previously. Clean all this up, cut out that little bit of rust there, and up there, and put a good section on there. By doing it that way, that bend there is got a lot of strength in, so we can weld all the way around there, all the way around there, and weld the whole thing in. And then all we've got to do then is spray a bit of underseal on there, clean it all up, refit that back on by just plonking it in place, pushing all the buttons back in. Job's done. Okay, we'll get back to you when the welding starts. glove. And then target.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Oh, we're going to be cutting this out using this device. Okay, I might have to do a bit more cutting to get the worst of it out. But as you can see, get rid of all this bad stuff. Get all this out. And then, and once we've got this out, we can then use the grinding pad, clean all this up, grind it all up. I'll just push that out of the way for a minute while I show you what we're going to do here. Because this needs to be really clean to get a good weld on it. And as you can see, this is solid along there. This is a really good section, and the back of this is absolutely solid as well. So I'll just get a quick exactly how we're going to clean it all up. I'll do all that in a second, but what I'm going to do before I start getting really to grips with getting underneath it is just put a support under here, make sure it's safe. We've got one at the other end before I start getting in here and messing around, but we really need to get all this out here. I might have to get the little blade on the Dremel just to get into the corners, and I'll come back to you shortly. Hello. Okay, we've got to the stage where we've cleaned everything up now. We've given it a good grinding. We've cut all out the rot. What we're going to do now is start tacking it back in, but what I'll do is I'll do some of it tacking it, and then I'll turn it off because there's quite a long time just going along, getting it all in place and then welding it. Okay, so for this, believe me, I've got years of experience and I don't need to wear the mask, so there's no need to go. As long as I cover my eyes and keep the spark from shooting around, that'll be fine. Okay. All we need to do is tack it all in place, just to hold it while we weld it. Okay, that's all held in place now. So now what I can do is I can spend some time welding it all in fully, then we'll clean it all up, give it a bit of a grind, make sure it's okay, and then we'll seal it with the underseal, all this section. I have actually cleaned all this section off as well, where it was going rusty around this hole. So it'll be good as new when it's finished. So I'll come back to you a bit later on when I've finished welding all up. Right, sorry about that. We're back again. All welding zones on. I don't know if you can see it from there. Let me just show you. 1 second. Right. Oh, sorry. As you can see, welding's all been done now. All along there. It's all seam welded all the way around. So what I'm going to do now, I did clean that from around there as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to spray some of this brilliant underbody seal onto there, and then we can go ahead and put the cover back over the sill. Push all the little buttons back in. Job done. If this is helping you along your way, or like and subscribe please. Thank you.